Welcome back, pet lovers. We have an urgent health alert for all pet owners, but especially cat owners. We all know bird flu influences the price of meat and eggs and has caused the death of wildlife, at least one human, and birds, but cats are particularly sensitive. The virus has been reported in virtually all 50 states and has sickened or killed cats in several states. We have an important update about food safety and raw feeding. A recent letter from a raw food manufacturer revealed information about potential bird flu contamination in raw cat food. Conflicting information leaves many of us with more questions than answers about the bird flu. Right now, there is no definitive test for detecting bird flu in raw food. One raw food company, Savage Pet Foods, reported that they had tested their product after the death of cats that had eaten it. The reported test was non-negative results. But what does non-negative results even mean? It's like saying you might have a cold, you're not sick, but you could be. This creates a lot of uncertainty. To complicate matters, the Savage Raw Pet Food Company revealed that tests on a specific lot of their raw chicken had undergone further testing and was negative for bird flu. Sadly, that same lot of food was implicated in more illnesses and the death of at least one kitten that consumed it. This raises alarming questions whether we can keep our cats safe on raw diets. The answer at this time is we simply cannot. The Savage Pet Food Company had written a letter to their customers standing by their safety protocols stating, the USDA is responsible for keeping H5N1 or bird flu out of the supply chain by testing flocks and culling any flock with a bird that tests positive. We source only USDA inspected and passed poultry slaughtered for human consumption, end of quotes. But the USDA does not endorse the feeding of raw food. That's the problem for people or animals. They check the housing, cleanliness, and welfare of the chickens. They look for external signs of illness. The flock is assessed with random sampling examinations of the chickens before and after slaughter, making it impossible to guarantee they are all healthy or not, especially in the initial phase of infection. Once the above are deemed satisfactory, the chickens receive a USDA certification. Understandably, bird flu infection can be easily overlooked during inspections due to several factors. First, not all infected chickens show obvious symptoms, making it difficult for inspectors to identify sick birds. Additionally, the virus spreads rapidly within flocks, sometimes before any signs of illness are detected. This would be like walking into a preschool with kids running everywhere on the playground, deeming them free of a respiratory pathogen. It's just not possible. The USDA focus is not on ensuring the safety of raw products and advises against raw feeding. I am not opposed to raw feeding. Please, no trolls here. I'm trying to be a force of reason. This is simply not the time. If sick animals end up in the food chain, you can be pretty sure they will end up being fed to our pets. You should cook all raw meat before feeding it to your cats especially. Cooking meat to 165 degrees will kill harmful pathogens. There are reports of big cats dying from eating raw beef. Cook all meat, including beef, and avoid the risk. If your cat is indoor-outdoor, they are at risk of contracting bird flu if they encounter sick birds or bird droppings. Supervise and limit their outdoor access and seek immediate veterinary care if they are unwell. While this situation unfolds, I will be sure to cook the meat in my dog's diet as well. Every pet or bird infection gives this virus the opportunity to mutate and get stronger and more aggressive, potentially gaining the ability to spread among people. And my concern, if sick animals end up in the food chain, sadly, they're going to be fed to our pets. It's our job to keep them safe. I know I would be devastated to lose one of my cats when all I was trying to do was provide them a healthy, species-appropriate diet. For now, make sure all of their food is cooked. And please share this with other cat owners, as unfortunately there is a lot of misinformation out there, and if it saves one cat, I did my job.